What is the Vietnam Timber Legality Assurance System? VNTLAS is the core of the VPA. Vietnam's Timber Legality Assurance System, VNTLAS, is a system which will ensure that timber products are verified as legal according to specific requirements for all stages of the supply chain, from the forest or the point of import to the point of final sale or export. The VNTLAS has 7 elements. Legality definition. Vietnam's legality definition is divided into 2 sections, one for organizations and one for households. Verifiers of legal compliance. Verifiers are documents referred to in the legality definition that are used by organizations and households to demonstrate legal compliance. There is a distinction between static and dynamic verifiers. Dynamic verifiers are used to verify the legal compliance of timber origin and timber in circulation at each stage of the supply chain. Static verifiers are used to verify the legal compliance of the establishment and operations of organizations and households in timber harvesting, processing, transportation, and trade. Supply chain controls. Supply chain controls ensure that timber products verified as legal remain legal throughout all processes associated with the supply chain. Supply chain controls also prevent verified legal products from being tainted by unverified products entering the supply chain. They apply to all 3 supply chain critical control points in the VNTLAS. Timber sources entering the VNTLAS. Vietnam maintains strict control over the management and harvesting of timber from domestic natural forests and for allowing confiscated timber to enter the VNTLAS supply chain. To ensure compliance of imported timber, Vietnam shall issue legislation requiring importers to conduct due diligence to ensure that imported timber has been legally harvested, produced, and exported in accordance with the legislation in the country of harvest. Intermediate stages. The controls include systems to support data analysis to monitor timber volumes within and between stages of supply chains, and physical inspections, particularly on the basis of analyses of supply chain data. Export to any market. A risk-based approach will apply based on the OCS category. Verification of compliance. Verification of compliance involves checks that all requirements of the VPA legality definition and supply chain controls have been met to ensure that timber products are legal. Vietnam will develop a new organizations classification system to assess periodically the risk level of all organizations with regard to their compliance with VNTLAS requirements in order to apply appropriate verification measures in an effective, efficient, and timely manner. Flaked licensing. Once the VNTLAS is operational, it will allow for the issuance of flaked license for each shipment of timber products that is exported to the EU market. Such shipments and their exporters must meet all the requirements set out in the VNTLAS legality definition, supply chain controls, and verification procedures. Internal inspections and a feedback mechanism. Government agencies may make inspections to detect loopholes in laws, regulations, and management mechanisms, to recommend solutions, to prevent and combat corruption, and to detect and handle violations of the law. There will be a mechanism for stakeholder complaints and feedback concerning the VNTLAS and flaked licensing. Independent evaluation. An independent evaluator will periodically assess the implementation, efficiency, and credibility of the VNTLAS in order to identify, document, and report any non-compliances and weaknesses in the system. The independent evaluator will propose measures for improvement to the EU-Vietnam Joint Implementation Committee.